G'day everyone, James Wood here. Listen, you're watching this little video because you've probably had a little bit of a query or a concern about the cost of getting myself or someone like me to share my story with your people. So I just want to give you a little bit of information and maybe something to think about when you are considering the cost of getting a safety speaker to your workplace. Look, I'm a diesel mechanic by trade, and had I not have had my accident, I'd be earning more fixing trucks and machinery in mining and construction than I do earning these, doing these talks. So it's not a huge money-making exercise for me. I do this because this is the sort of thing that I would have listened to, and hopefully I can stop somebody else from getting hurt by sharing my story and my experiences with them. And the other thing you have to think about is how much are you willing to pay to stop one of your people from getting hurt, or to stop one of your people from getting killed at work. I'm not trying to big note myself here, but I've had people listen to my story, and then at the end they come up and they say to me, James, look, I've had this safety bullshit for 15 or 20 years now. It's not until I've actually heard your story and how your accident changed your life and affected a lot of the people around you that I'm actually going to think about some of the things that I do and stop myself from getting hurt. So, that alone has been worth the cost of getting me out to your workplace. I just want to share another quick story with you, and this is something that I'm really proud of. 2004, I think this happened. I went out to a site, a workplace across in Western Australia. And if you want more information, I can give you the name of the site and the people concerned. But I shared my story. I was there for probably 3 or 4 days covering the whole site. About 6 months after I visited that workplace, I had a phone call from the safety manager, and he said to me, look, James, have you got a fax machine? And I said, why? He said, shut up, just give me your fax number. Now anyhow, a couple of minutes later I received an incident report where a vehicle, a truck, had actually reversed over the dump on that particular site and fell 25 metres. So the vehicle and the operator fell 25 metres, ended up upside down. Now the only injury that the operator received was they actually undid their seatbelt, and the truck was upside down, so they undid their seatbelt, fell to the roof, and there was a roof-mounted air conditioning unit in this vehicle. So the operator hit her head on the air conditioning unit and she got 17 stitches in her head. So considering what had just happened, it was a relatively minor injury. I was reading through the incident report, and they did the investigation and root cause analysis and all the stuff that goes into when something like this happens. But I got to the last section of the incident report where I was reading the operator's statement. And I'm reading what she can remember, but the thing that really got to me was the last 2 lines of her statement were that I've only been wearing my seatbelt since that guy in the wheelchair came out and told me what happened to him. Now, I've got to tell you, I can do these talks for the next 20 years. I reckon that one thing alone has made it all worthwhile for me, and also for that person, that particular individual involved, and for the company that paid for me to come out and share my story. So yeah, just have a think about it. Look, I know that any business has got to account for their costs, but you have to really think about whether this sort of thing is going to have the desired impact for your people and for your workplace. And hopefully we can work together to stop people from getting hurt. Anyhow, get in touch if you got any questions. I'm Woody, and stay safe, Australia.